Hi, I'm Tinny from Mini Bull Design, and today I'm out in the factory. I've been gone. I just came back because I wanted to do this video. And what I did this morning was I built up all the tooling and worked for a while to perfect building the caps for the gnome and the choke hazard, basically for the gnome, to get them symmetrical and even and everything. Took a few tries and 2 or 3 sets of tooling, but I've got a good cap that fits nice. And I'm going to put these in the store on the home page, probably the first item like I always do. And they're not cheap. They're going to be $5 a piece because it takes more work to build one of these than it does to build a gnome. So, and just as much material. So anyway, that's where I am on that. Now, what I wanted to tell you was my experience. This is a gnome with a cap on it. And it's got a piece of bicycle inner tube around it to seal between the cap and the body of the stove. What Stephen calls a ranger ring. I think that's a military term, but anyway. Fill this full of alcohol, put the cap on, and of course the cap isn't airtight. There's no rubber sealant or anything, so it's going to leak. So I put the ranger ring on, thinking, there. Put it in my pocket, and after about 10 minutes, kind of felt a little bit of coolness in my pocket. Obviously, it was leaking alcohol, and I thought, well, that's not going to work. But after I carried it in my pocket for a little while, it seemed to stop leaking. And it had an ounce of alcohol in it, so I don't think it leaked out all the alcohol. So I thought about it a while, and here's what happened. When I filled it up, the alcohol I filled it up with, been out here all night, it was probably 40-degree alcohol. Put the cap on, put the seal on, put it in my pocket. Well, once it was in my pocket, it warmed up to 98.6, which is like 50 degrees warmer. It's actually 60 degrees warmer almost. And when it did, the alcohol that had pooled in the bottom, laying on its side, it pressurized inside because it got warmer, it created pressure, and it forced that alcohol out past the ranger ring. Once the inside got the same temperature as the outside, or anywhere near it, it didn't have any pressure in it anymore, and quit leaking. Ka-ching, ka-chang. So that's something to think about. People are talking about taking a gnome and filling it with alcohol and putting a ranger ring on it and a cap, just putting it in their pocket, and then when they're out on the trail, if they want a cup of coffee or heat something up, just yank it out and you've got your stove right there. Super compact, super hot, super fast, but that's what you're going to end up with. So anyway, these caps will be in the store, and I'm also going to come out with another gnome, Gnome Turbo, which I think I've got one over here. Hang on just a second. Gnome Turbo, like this. Okay, and Gnome Turbo. This puts out 2 or 3 times more heat than just a generic gnome. This is way too hot for baking. The gnome puts a flame out about that high without anything above it. This puts a flame out about that high. So this is, just another version, hotter. You could use this to cook with. Burns on a fill, it burns 15 minutes, good strong flame, and you can put a cap on it. Same deal. So anyway, both of these will be in the store soon. So, I just came back from the dump, and I picked up, I was on the metal pile, wasn't a lot there, but there was a pile of bicycles there. So I started looking them over, and one of them was pretty near a brand new bike, and it had a rotor and caliper on the front. Almost brand new. So I grabbed that. I can always use a rotor and a caliper. Not real high-end stuff, but free. Another one was an old English, and it had a 3-speed rear hub on it. Wow. Always use a 3-speed rear hub for free. And those are bulletproof. So I grabbed that. And the third one had a 3-piece crank with removable chain rings. They go on with an Allen head screw anyway. So yeah, wanted that. I wanted that crank, so I picked up all 3 bicycles. Good day at the dump, besides some firewood. So, I'm Tinny from Mini Bull Design. Try to have a really great day. Try to have some fun today. You deserve it. Bye-bye.